Welcome all of you in chemistry class. Today's class we are continue chapter 6 air and atmosphere. Last videos we had completed air, a mixture of gases, importance and uses of the components of air. Today's we will continue importance and uses of oxygen. Let us start importance and uses of oxygen. Oxygen essential for respiration. Oxygen used by all living organisms to respire and thereby produce energy to live. Respiration is a chemical process by which living organisms take in oxygen and use it to produce energy from foods. That's why it is known as a chemical process. Carbon dioxide and water vapors are released during this process. It's essential for respiration. Here, food plus oxygen release carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy. This energy used by the organisms to carry out various activity. Supports combustion or burning substances. Oxygen is essential for burning of fuels since it supports combustion. So oxygen is necessary for burning. Let us see one activity to show that air is necessary for burning. Look this figure. Here material required: candle, a bell jar, matchbox. So let us see procedure. Take a candle and fix it on a table. Now light the candle, burn and it's give flame. Now cover the burning candle with a bell jar. हम बर्निंग कैंडल को क्या करेंगे, बेल जार से कवर कर रहे हैं. देन ऑब्जर्वेशन. आफ्टर कवरिंग बेल जार what will happen? The candle under the jar continue burning for some time and then get exhausted, stop the burning. So what result? When the oxygen inside the inverted bell jar is used up, the candle gets extinguished. This proved that air is necessary for burning. So this experiment very simple. That experiment proved that air is necessary for burning. So here is M to show that air is necessary for burning. With the help of diagram, you can write down a candle, a bell jar, matchstick, necessary requirements and procedure. Okay. Next activity. To show that 1/5 part of air helps in burning. So dear children, look this figure. Here material required: a bell jar with a stopper, iron wire, a piece of red phosphorus, a tough water, a porcelain dish. Let us see procedure. Take a small piece of red phosphorus in a porcelain dish and float it on water in a tub. Cover the dish with a bell jar with a stopper. Mark the water level in the bell jar. The part of the bell jar above the water level contains air. Divide this part into 5 equal parts. Remove the stopper of the jar and ignite the phosphorus with a hot iron wire. Now put back the stopper of the bell jar. So the phosphorus burn only for a short while, giving out dense white fumes of phosphorus pentaoxide. Phosphorus react with oxygen to form a phosphorus pentaoxide. The fumes dissolve in water and the water level rises in the jar. When the fumes have completely cleared, the water level no longer rises. It is seen that water rises up approximately 1/5 of the original space that was empty. Some of phosphorus remains unburned in the dish. The air left behind in the bell jar does not allow the phosphorus to burn. So now let us see result or conclusion. This experiment shows that 1/5 of total volume of air supports burning and is used up in burning. The remaining 4/5 of air does not support burning. The 1/5 of air which help in burning is oxygen gas, while the remaining 4/5 which does not support burning mainly contains nitrogen gas. Let us see precaution in this experiment. Red phosphorus undergoes spontaneous combustion. Therefore, it should be handled with great care. Now is the time for recapitulation. So today's video we have completed uses and importance of oxygen to show that air is necessary for burning, to show that 1/5 part of air helps in burning. Next video we will continue uses importance of carbon dioxide. Thank you.